With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pierce on the counter. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They'll run again with Harris.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Rucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The Jaguars come in search of win number 9 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Get your eyes checked. Of course he called that.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The slot man in motion right.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run again with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown into the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Second and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Motion man right is Rice.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Not even a play?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not taking it right down Broadway. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Give left side for Pierce. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Pierce going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Pickett sets up play action.
Escaping the pressure run. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now Pickett.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jalen Waddle.
45 yards.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pickett will look to throw it here. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Pierce gets this one running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because...
He's got a man, complete. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Steelers.
Here's Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of